Manhattan tonight, Madison Square Garden. Tom Hammond, Steve Jones, Bill Walton, Jim Gray ready for Game 6. And the Indiana Pacers facing elimination tonight unless they can hold off the Knicks. Will go with their familiar starting five. That means up front, Dale Davis had a great rebounding game in Game 5. Rick Smits, only one good game of the series. And New York native Chris Mullin. Into the backcourt, another New Yorker, Mark Jackson. And the dangerous Reggie Miller off a 30-point performance in Game 5. Larry Bird, the Pacers head coach. And the New York Knicks trying to be the first 8th seed in NBA history to make the finals. This is the lineup we've seen the last 2 games. This will be the 3rd in a row for it. Larry Johnson, Chris Dudley replacing the injured Patrick Ewing. And for the 3rd time in the series, Latrell Sprewell starting. Charlie Ward is the point guard. The shooting guard is Allan Houston. And the embattled coach of the New York Knicks has taken them within 1 game of the finals, Jeff Van Gundy. NBA history shows that 10 of 11 times the Game 5 winner with the series tied at 2 has gone on to take the series. The only exception, 1994, the Indiana Pacers won Game 5 on the road, then lost 6-7 to the Knicks.
Tom, for the Indiana Pacers, they got to fight the crowd, the entire state of New York. They've got to control the tempo by denying penetration. That'll give them control of the boards. And then they got to cut down the rotation. Fewer players, longer minutes.
It's only one thing the New York Knicks have to do: play loose and free.
Dick Bavetta, Hugh Hollins, and Mike Mathis, the officials for tonight's Game 6. Indiana controlling the opening tap. Here's Rick Smits. Had 25 at the Garden earlier, has done nothing in any of the other games of the series. Ball on the head fake, misses the shot, and Chris Dudley has the rebound. Charlie Ward surveying the Indiana defense. Dudley comes out at long range. Smits follows him just far enough out to be legal. Here's Larry Johnson. Shooting over Dale Davis, no good, and Davis collars the rebound.
Now this crowd is ready to explode at anything that the Knicks do, but what they have to do is play quick basketball. The longer they take with the ball, the easier it is going to be for the Indiana Pacers to handle it.
Double team Smith, throw it right to Ward. Here's the New York break, 3-on-3. Ward, bad pass over the head of Larry Johnson. Are the Knicks a little tight here? Now, Jeff Van Gundy said he wanted them to play loose, be aggressive, play to win rather than to avoid losing. How do they look early?
That was a clear mistake right there. Charlie Ward was the most tentative player. They had a 3-on-1, should have converted, and he turned it over.
Rick Smits a little bit tight himself. Illegal defense early. Pacers need to go to the hoop. The game they won here, Game 4, they did not take a single three-point shot. You look at Rick Smits, the first quarter of the last 3 games have just been pathetic. He's got 55 points in the series, 25 of those points in 1 game. Nice pass there, Smits.
Mark Jackson has got more rebounds than Smits as Dale Davis uses his strength to pound that one home, the first basket of the game. And Mark Jackson right in the face of Charlie Ward in backcourt.
If they can get Dale Davis off early, that's always their plan. They've got to keep with that and keep milking him.
Allan Houston bumped by Dale Davis as he comes off a Larry Johnson screen, and that'll be the first foul of the game.
Jeff Van Gundy is telling his guys, run it, move the ball, move people a lot quicker. And what the Indiana Pacers are going to try to do is be disruptive. But if you're Dale Davis, you just can't step out there and give him that little pork chop like that.
You've got to bump Cutter, Steve. This is the championship right here of the conference. Now, sure, that was a foul leaning in a little bit longer or a little bit too much, but you've got to be able to step out there and deny their cut.
Sprewell had trouble catching the ball. Gives it up to Larry Johnson. Again, he's against the bigger Dale Davis.
Now, this is what they don't want. They don't want the ball to stop, and it does. Tough effort by Johnson. Foul Rick Smith.
When Larry Johnson holds on to the ball, he just brings everything to a grinding halt in the whole universe. He's got this little spin move down here. That guard has got to realize Reggie Miller and Mark Jackson, they have to come down and anticipate that spin move.
This is a cosmic thing tonight? The whole universe?
I was unaware the world revolved around Larry Johnson. But
it's going to revolve around the guy who steps up tonight. Rick Smits still in foul trouble. With more fouls than rebounds, fewer rebounds than your own point guard. Ouch.
Larry Johnson hits the 2 free throws, and we're tied at 2 with 2 minutes gone by. Jackson has been very effective posting Charlie Ward at times in the series. Gives it up to Miller. As always, guarded by Allan Houston. Has done a terrific job on him. Smits. Rick Smits, baseline jumper. It looks like Indiana is intent on going to Smits here early.
Well, they are. They want to get them going, but what they're doing is spacing things further out, which makes them a lot easier to defend.
The mindset for Rick Smits, though, has to be hate the opposition and think about making shots.
Sprewell misses with the left hand. Dudley kept it alive. Sprewell still can't score. Smith hauls it down for Indiana.
Charlie Ward is gambling off of Mark Jackson. They can make him pay.
Sprewell, who has made a reputation as a gambler on defense, comes over the back of Dale Davis for his first foul.
That ball was sitting out there like a big lollipop, and he had all the temptation in the world. He went for it, went right through Dale Davis in a mismatch, got caught.
Beautiful set play here.
And Smits converts on the jump hook after the good pass from Reggie Miller. Smits with 4, and Indiana has a 6-2 lead.
Getting Rick Smits off early really helps Dale Davis get to the offensive glass and get into a rhythm of his own.
The defense of Indiana is much better here at the start of the ball game than it's been in any other, and they've had the Knicks working against the clock. Larry Johnson at 4.
Back rim. Davis gives it up to Jackson.
Larry Johnson's dribbling too much. They need penetration and dish. That was the key to their perfect finish in game 5, the Knicks.
Jackson to Smith. Missed that one. And Charlie Ward is going to be called for a rebounding foul as Patrick Ewing sees his opposite number, Rick Smits, get off the mark early.
Well, there's one thing that Patrick Ewing knows is his guy Charlie Ward cannot get away with anything. Pinning Mark Jackson underneath the hoop, had him locked up. The foul goes against him. Indiana gets a new 24.
Come right back to Smits. Dump it down. Punish him and control tempo.
Smits has hit 2 of his first 3 shots. Miller misses a 3. Here comes Ward for New York. Indiana's back on defense, though. Fast break points have been heavily in favor of the Knicks throughout the series.
Why does Charlie Ward dribble to the sideline on a delayed break?
It was a very nervous first 4 minutes for the New York Knicks, and Charlie Ward turns it over.
Reggie Miller with a run out. Charlie Ward turnover. Converted to a Pacer basket, and Indiana's up 6. The New York Knicks 0 for 4 and 2 turnovers to start the game. Timeout, New York.
Charlie Ward in the middle, and you can tell that he's tentative and he's nervous, and that results in something Reggie Miller rarely does. 2 hands over the top.
He can dunk, I guess.